Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming in to spend this short time with us tonight. We're glad to have you. At this time, at 6:30 p.m. on October 26, 2023, I will call this City Commission meeting to order. At this time, we will have roll call.
Mayor James.
Here.
Vice Mayor Ambrose is absent. Commissioner Grunder.
Here.
Commissioner Whites.
Here.
And Commissioner Williams is absent.
All right, we'll have our invocation tonight by Andrew Miller, and we will follow that with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Father, we come to you as humble as we know how, just saying thank you for this beautiful day that you have blessed us to experience. Father, we thank you for each and every citizen that showed up on tonight. We ask, God, that you continue to bless them and keep them in your perfect peace. Father, we pray, God, for the city, all the city staff and leaders, that you continue to guide us and lead us in the right direction. And we just say these prayers in your Son, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, before I ask for a motion to approve the agenda, can we go to new business and add an item from the very beginning and make that item the new item number 1 and renumber the others? And that new item will be regarding Caesar. Are we all there? All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we accept the agenda as amended, adding item number 1, declaring Caesar as surplus.
Second.
All right, it is properly moved and second that the agenda be approved as modified. All those in favor respond with aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Agenda is so approved. And at this time, I will entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Make a motion, we accept the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and second that the consent agenda be approved as printed. All those in favor respond with aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Okay, consent agenda is hereby approved. Our next item is item number E, special presentations. And I'm gonna turn it over to the chief.
Folks, a warning out here. Good afternoon, Madam Mayor and Commission. We are here for a special occasion, an oath of office. And an oath of office, it's a formal promise that traditionally invokes God or something else that the oath taker considers sacred to witness the takers of sincere intention to fulfill that promise. In this way, the oath was historically thought to be a bind to the oath taker, to the laws of man, and higher moral authority. Oath takers can affirm rather than swear and omit reference to God. Police officers are to be indiscriminate in protecting or enforcing laws, political affiliation, ethnicity, sexual orientation, etc., are all irrelevant in our oath of office. I'm honored to serve as your police chief and to work with such distinguished men and women who are committed to public safety. HSPD is fully staffed, and historically, we have maintained a high staffing level despite opposing trends nationwide. If we want to continue to rise in quantity and quality of officers, we cannot continue to be last in compensation. Compensation-wise, we are last in the county by leaps and bounds. We are secondary to other rural poor counties such as Gilchrist, Levy, and Columbia. Part of my job is to advocate for citizens, for safety and security, along with maintaining accountability in our organization. I'm also charged with fighting for reasonable salaries and equipment for the people that protect us. I want to thank this commission. I want to thank the city manager. I want to thank our citizens supporting our first responders. This time we'll have Sergeant Taylor come and do an introduction of our personnel, and then we'll have the oath of office.
Good afternoon, Madam Mayor, Commissioners, City Manager,
Afternoon.
City Attorney. Y'all go ahead and come on up. Hey, I'll take it right here. Didn't fall in. That way. All right. So first off to my left, we have Officer Montavious Minor. Officer Minor started working for the Hot Springs Police Department in the month of July, year 2023. He was born and raised in Gainesville, Florida. He has dedicated his whole life to becoming a police officer and is tremendously grateful for his career with the Hot Springs Police Department. Montavious has had continuous support from his family and friends throughout his journey on becoming a police officer. Next, we have Officer Montana Sayers. Officer Sayers started her law enforcement career in 2006 as a United States Coast Guard member. In 2011, she returned home to be with her family and continue her career in law enforcement. She enjoys anything outdoors and is excited to return to our schools, protecting our youth in the city of Hot Springs. School Resource Officer Sayers is currently assigned to the Hot Springs Community School. Next, we have Officer Soren Brockdorf. Officer Brockdorf has been a police officer for 16 years. He began his career at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and has gained experience working at the Clay County Sheriff's Office, the University of Florida Police Department, and the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. While most of his experience pertains to dealing with gangs, he has responded to every type of call except a boating accident. He graduated from the University of Florida and is currently pursuing his PhD in criminal justice, focusing on disproportionate arrest rates. And last but not least, we have Officer Sarah Allen. Officer Allen was born and raised in West Palm Beach, Florida. In 2009, she moved to Alachua County for college. Sarah began her law enforcement career at the Alachua County Sheriff's Office in 2010. While working there, she became a sworn officer and met her husband, Tyler. In 2019, Sarah and Tyler made the city of Hot Springs their home. 3 short years later, they welcomed their daughter, Lainey, into the world. In July of 2023, Sarah decided to serve her community and joined the Hot Springs Police Department. Sarah enjoys spending her free time with her daughter and husband, and whenever she is near water, her favorite hobby is offshore fishing. Sarah is also an avid Florida Gator fan, so every Saturday from now through November, you'll find her planted in front of a TV cheering on her Florida Gators. So, Chief.
Thank you, Sergeant Taylor. I'm going to take this opportunity, if anyone you want to acknowledge any family members and say anything, or before we do the oath of office, and then we'll take a quick picture, and then we can go from there. We'll start with you, Officer Montavious. You want to?
Yes. I just want to thank my family for being here and supporting me, my family and friends for being here to support me.
If you want to, it's all optional.
That's fine. I want to say thank you all for the opportunity to work in High Springs. I'm truly grateful. So work at a great agency. Thank you.
Anybody else? Not?
Thanks to my mom and husband for being here and supporting me. And I'm super happy working for the city of High Springs.
All right, where's usually the best place for us to? Okay, let's see if you guys can migrate over there. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. You're gonna, when I say I, you're gonna state your name, okay? So I
Montavious Minor,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, honor, protect, and defend
that I will support, honor, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government of the United States and the state of Florida.
the Constitution and government of the United States of Florida.
That I am duly qualified to hold office
That I am duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the state
under the Constitution of the state
and under the city and under the charter of the city of High Springs,
and under the charter of the city of High Springs,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
perform the duties of police officer
perform the duties of police officers
on which I'm about to enter, so help me God.
which I'm about to enter, so help me God.
Congratulations.
I just want to come down and say, welcome to each and every one of you. We're glad to have you here, and we're glad that you chose High Springs to be your place of employment. We're looking for good things from you, just like I know you're looking for good things from us. All right? So together, as we work together, I think we can be of benefit to each other. So I just want to thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you. All right.
Sergeant Taylor, we're gonna take a picture real fast and we'll get us right on this end. Sergeant Taylor, come on in here. Slide down a little bit. Okay, we're sorry.
Krispy Kreme.
You got some.
That got a good laugh.
All right. Yes. If any family members want, you can take pictures with your loved ones out in the lobby.
All right, all right. We're waiting. Okay. Let's move on to our next item, unfinished business. Item number 1 is ordinance 2023-12.
Madam Mayor, I'll go ahead and read this by title only, and then we'll have it on the floor for a motion. Is ordinance number 2023-12, an ordinance of the City of High Springs, Florida, implementing the state's statutory mandate to prepare business impact estimates prior to the adoption of the proposed ordinances pursuant to Section 166.041, subparagraph 4 of the Florida statutes, providing findings, adopting business impact estimate procedures, requirements and exemptions, providing for severability, conflicts, and an effective date. Appropriate motion is pass ordinance 2023-12 upon its reading by title only.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, commissioners, comments, questions, thoughts? Yeah. Okay. Any comments, questions from the audience? Okay, we've already had discussion, so I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor, I'll make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2023-12 as read.
Second.
All right, it has been properly moved and second that ordinance 2023-12 be approved.
James,
Yes.
Commissioner Grunder,
Yes.
Commissioner Whites.
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries. All right, our next item is item number 2, ordinance 2023-13.
And Madam Mayor, this is an ordinance of the City of High Springs, Florida, providing for the vacating and abandoning of certain platted undeveloped public right-of-way, the south one-half of Whitlock Street, and the alleys lying within Block M in Columbia Heights subdivision within the city limits of the City of High Springs, Florida, repealing all ordinances in conflict and providing an effective date. Appropriate motion is pass ordinance number 2023-13 upon its reading by title only. I would also note that you have your impact statement on this one. So staff is implementing what they're supposed to implement. It's impressive.
Yes, they did. Commissioners? No? Audience? No comments, no concerns? All right, very good. In that case, I'll entertain a motion.
No, you got it.
I'm sorry, roll call. What motion
I need to
first?
make, Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we approve ordinance 2023-13 as presented.
Second.
All right, now it's been properly moved and second that ordinance 20 be approved, 2023-13. Now roll call.
Commissioner Grunder,
Yes.
Commissioner Whites.
Yes.
Mayor James.
Yes. All right, ordinance approved, 2023-13. All right, our next one is item number 3, which is resolution 2023-S.
Madam Mayor, this is a resolution of the City Commission of the City of High Springs, Florida, granting with appropriate conditions and safeguards a conditional use permit as authorized by the City of High Springs Development Code pursuant to an application CUP 23-2 by the property owner, providing for a conditional use permit for a tobacco and vape shop within the existing facility within a commercial C3 zoning district as provided for in Table 2.02.01 of the Land Development Code, providing for a revocation of the conditional use permit, repealing all resolutions in conflict, providing an effective date. The appropriate motion is to pass the resolution as read and into the record this evening. You have the ability to add additional conditions to this conditional use permit. You can deny it, and you can table it to a date certain in the future. We would advise that anyone who wishes to speak to this matter should stand up. This is going to be a quasi-judicial matter, and therefore, if you intend to speak about this matter this evening, if you will stand up, raise your right hand, and I'll swear those folks in right now.
Okay. Anyone?
Anybody that intends to speak on this matter, if you would stand up so that we can have you sworn in, please.
Bless you.
And what we're going to do is go around and state your name, and when you come to the podium, state your name once again so Angela can get down for her record keeping who is testifying. So if you raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Madam Mayor, all the witnesses have been sworn, and at this time, we will poll the commission to determine if there's any ex parte communications on this matter.
Okay,
None from me.
none for me either.
So we're ready to proceed. Staff will present first.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor and Commission, this item is for a tobacco vape shop in Gator Plaza. As we discussed last time, it's on 1.8 acres. The current zoning is C3, and the current future land use is mixed use. Staff referred you to Section 11.09.02, our general standards for approval. 1 through 8 is the discussion y'all went through last time. The plan board voted to recommend denial based on criteria number 1 and criteria number 8. 1 was the proposed conditional use will not adversely affect or contribute to the deterioration of quality of life or property values in the immediate neighborhood. And number 8 was the proposed conditional use will not interfere with or adversely affect the health, safety, or welfare of the surrounding community area. So they believe that this use did not adhere to those requirements, and that was their basis for denial.
Thank you. Commissioners?
Is anybody going to present on this, or do we just ask questions?
Well,
Anybody
we can go
else?
back over the presentation
Oh,
last
that's okay.
time.
I just didn't want to cut anybody off.
Yeah.
Did anybody want to present? Good evening.
Trying to do the tobacco and vape shop in the Gator Plaza. And if you have any question, I can answer it.
Madam Mayor, I have a question. This one says it's a tobacco / vape shop.
Right.
So can you tell me what kind of tobacco products would be there?
Cigarettes, pipe tobaccos, and tubes. So all tobaccos related, cigarillos and all. Chewing tobaccos, snuffs, and plus vape.
And would you have THC and CBD products there as
Yes,
well?
We'll have all hemp products, CBD and
Okay, thank you.
Are you gonna be selling like the Kratom and stuff like that too there?
yeah, we'll do kratom, CBDs, vape. Yes.
Okay. All right. Any audience questions, comments, concerns? Yeah.
Hi there, my name is Natalia Castillo. I own one of the businesses in the plaza, and I just wanted to bring up my concerns. I don't know if you guys know what's in the plaza, but there's like a daycare, a bank. I own the grooming salon with my partner. And we just don't think it's gonna add to the value of the property because, you know, vape shops do have an increased amount of crime because of the risen age of tobacco use. A lot of people like to rob them. So, and there's also a bank in the plaza, and I know we have amazing police officers. I just don't think, you know, it's not a good place for it, in my opinion. You know, and we've worked really hard to make our shop like really cute and like really user like public friendly. Everyone's always welcome to come in and say hi. I just don't think it'll add to the value, and it's also dangerous. Like, what kind of example are we setting for the kids that come there every day if there's all of a sudden a vape shop with tobacco like right next to them? Like, you can just walk. It's within 20 feet of them. So I just don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's helpful. So, thank you guys.
I am Dev Chaudhary. I'm the landlord for the plaza. So when there is no such any correlation that affect the value of the property. So being a landlord, I do not see any negative to my property. Basically, when I can see it's gonna affect the positive way to bring the traffic in instead of having the empty space for so long. So there is no such a relation or between the crime and bringing the tenant what I'm supposed to bring, because they're gonna follow the 21-year age and above. They're gonna follow the government, federal, whatever the standard law is. So there is no such thing. And the total place is basically for less than a 5-year-old. It's always key and lock, and it's on other side of the plaza. So basically, parents can bring their kids, they can drop them off. It's the lock and key always, and when they pick up, they just go inside and grab their kids. So there is no such thing that kids are just playing around without supervisor. So, and every convenience store, gas station, they sell the similar product. They're gonna carry superior product. They're gonna follow the law. They're gonna contribute in the community and the city. So it's not like whatever she mentioned that she's my tenant, is gonna affect her. If it was gonna affect her, then it eventually it's affect me, and as a landlord, I do not bring such tenant in my property. So when I accepted her, I don't see any same way I can accept him, and I don't see any negativity to my property or surrounding area or the community I represent every day for my property and my business here. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Where do we want to go with this?
I think I'm gonna go with the plan board on this one, and I'll make a motion that we deny the conditional use permit on the basis of numbers 1 and 8.
Madam Mayor, I'll second that. I appreciate that we want to have businesses come in, I really do. But we don't know the adverse effects of health for this. Vape is such a new thing. And having a teenager myself in high school, it's become quite an epidemic with high school age kids, and it's even showing up in the middle schools to a point that they're clogging up toilets at the schools because they get caught and they flush them down the toilet. So I have no doubt that you would run a business where you wouldn't sell to anybody under 21. I have no reason to question that. But we also don't know what we don't know. Just like cigarettes, we didn't know how bad they were, back during, in the 30s and the 40s when they would be sent away to war with cigarettes in their GI pack. We don't know long-term health effects yet with vaping. I do appreciate that it is apparently a pretty good path to get people to quit smoking. But your business model isn't just vapes, it's cigarettes, it's dip, it's chewing tobacco, and we do know that those things are bad. So I think just, based on adversely affecting the health, number 8, I think that falls in line with that. And I second Commissioner Grunder based on numbers 1 and 8 that we deny this permit application.
Okay. All right, it's been properly moved and second that resolution 2023-S be disapproved. So you want to do a roll call on it?
Commissioner Whites?
Yes.
Mayor James?
Yes.
Commissioner Grunder?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next item. Citizens' request and comment for issues that are not on the agenda. Please state name for the record and limit comments to 5 minutes, please.
Bruce Borders, 21535 US South 441, High Springs, Florida. Well, I was mighty proud of our city manager, our mayor, Madam Mayor.
Yes, sir.
And also our chief of police. representing High Springs yesterday. And for the rest of you on the commission, I think it's mighty sad that High Springs, out of all the law enforcement in Alachua County, is the least paid. Their officer is least paid of any law enforcement agency here in Alachua County. So anyway, I thought they did a real good job. And this doesn't have nothing to do with you, Lawyer Walker. But the lady you got up there, that crooked lawyer, she's pretty rude to people and all that, and she doesn't care about that there. Now, I had a good friend of mine that ran for senator, and he took all the small counties. He took that landslide. But you get over there around Green Coast Springs and Middleburg and Orange Park, you put all that together, and there's more people there. But anyway, maybe it's me. But anyway, I think everybody's doing a job. And I wanted to there, I almost started crying when our city manager got up there. This, I know right now, this is it's already been taken care of, and there's nothing else there. Guess what? I want to commend y'all for saving the Priest Theater. We've got the Priest Theater, and it's not going anywhere. We hold them to it. They already said the money's there, so we will have the Priest Theater, okay? God bless y'all, and thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck, Madam Mayor, in the election. And
thank you.
We're all saying here, I can't tell them there, but.
Thank you.
I was bragging on the chief, did you hear me? Okay. Thank you now.
You're welcome. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Anyone else? No one else? All right, then we'll close that portion and we'll move on to commissioner response if there's any. Okay, then in that case, let's move on to new business. And we're going to ask Chief to come up and take care of Cecil.
All right. Good afternoon, Madam Mayor.
Good afternoon.
All right, we're here for a surplus and retirement of our canine, Caesar. He can come in the door. We're going to keep the two canines separated. We're going to stay right over there. So it's this canine handler here.
All right.
Officer Bacala. Caesar he's almost 10 years old, and he served probably about 8 years with our organization through two canine handlers, Officer Ethan Presnell and Officer Bacala. He has been involved with many apprehensions or drug cases and have assisted a number of agencies, including the Alachua County Sheriff's Office, Alachua Police Department, Florida Highway Patrol, and Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Routinely, these canines are kept around about 7 to 10 years old, and like me, sometimes it's time for us to go home. I'm looking probably more forward than Caesar is one day be able to go home. So with that, we ask that you move to surplus them, and that eventually we also, as we traditionally do, we give the dog to the canine handler who's been responsible for him.
He is still a beautiful dog. He is a beautiful dog. Yes, he is.
Yes.
He's spoiled.
And we're working on some more dogs here. This has been in the works for a number of years with both the two dogs that we have. Laws have changed and are changing in terms of detection of marijuana. So law enforcement is moving to have dogs that do not detect marijuana for legality purposes.
Yes.
So we'll find someone else, and because they are a great tool for law enforcement, believe it or not. They prevent a lot of issues with the organization. So that's it.
Y'all know I like to come down and shake everybody's hand. Now, Caesar gonna bite me if I. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Caesar say, what's wrong with this? I want you to go home and rest, okay?
Oh, you get plenty of that.
I can see Kevin.
Y'all better than me because I don't get near him. I got my own.
Yes, especially after breaks.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, Kevin, take this picture. This ain't gonna happen no more soon.
Come here, brother.
Come on.
Caesar.
Oh, she's got a bag.
I'm trying.
Too many people here.
Good boy. Look at me.
All right, Caesar, good boy.
What's going on with you, Miss Gloria?
He is so pretty.
Emma. Though you can't, you're not a commissioner. I will say, Chief, the other night we were out on that Zaxby's call.
Yes, I heard it.
With the shots fired at
Yes.
some of our officers and whatnot.
Yes.
And we did not have a dog.
Yes.
As being, which is it's sad to say for the Gainesville Police Department.
Yes.
But ASO's dog went down.
Right.
And I had got on the phone quickly and was guaranteed that we could get a dog from High Springs to assist us in trying to locate that suspect. So I want to thank you for that.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was quite the moment when I got to call our chief and say, well, at least High Springs had a dog, sir. I can get us a dog
Thank
here.
you.
I said, I can get us a dog here. We've got one in High Springs. So I
Thank you.
appreciated the willingness to come out and help us.
Absolutely.
That was, it was awesome.
Yes.
And you have done a fantastic job. To be able to say in 2023 that we're fully staffed.
Absolutely.
With the challenges that comes with it,
Absolutely.
manning a small agency is,
Yes.
it's second to none. You're
It's
doing
tough.
an outstanding
It's tough.
job.
Thank you.
I'm trying to tell my heart to stop being so.
Yours.
I had to work myself up to that.
I didn't want to have to retire early.
Oh, God. But I did it. Okay.
Well, Madam Mayor, I guess we need a motion.
Yeah, we need a motion.
Well, with a heavy heart, but glad for Caesar, I motion that we retire Canine Caesar and declare him surplus. I don't like those words when it's a canine, but, and thank him for his dedication and wish him all of the best with his family, just playing.
I second that. He's been a great asset to the city of High Springs for years and years and years, and it will be sad to not have him out there.
Yeah, that's enough. He can go now and just be a dog.
That's right.
Just be a better dog, lovable dog. All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. Caesar's retirement be official. All those in favor respond with aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Nothing. Thank you.
Okay. I think I'm on the agenda again, I believe.
All right.
I think I'm on the next few items, I believe.
All right. Our next item is discuss, consider, and act on the agreement between the school board of Alachua County and the city of High Springs for the SRO program.
Yes, Madam Mayor, Commission, this is what we do annually. This was a little late on the part of the school board, but they, finally got this done. And so this agreement is through our police school resource program, collaboratively with the school board of Alachua County. There is an increase. We fought for that increase. So there's a small increase because, you know, we're all experiencing inflation and FRS. And so we have to, you know, pay our fair share. So we
Okay.
support the motion to continue that relationship with the school board.
All right. Commissioners, comments, concerns, questions?
Our SROs are second to none.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They do a fantastic job. Every day I drop my kids off, they literally know every kid who gets out of the car. I mean, and it makes, and I'm a cop and my kids are around cops, but when they see their SROs, it's like a different level of ownership, and they do just an outstanding job. And they should be, that should be the model that every SRO around the country has to perform like that, because the kids feel so special around those guys and girls, and they do a fantastic job. So, yet again, just shows how great you're doing, Chief.
Thank you. We press on mentorship, and we press on safety and security. We're not there to arrest and lock kids up. That is a mechanism or component that does exist. But our school resource officers are there to establish a positive relationship with our kids and to certainly protect at all costs those 1,000+ students at High Springs Community School.
Well, Chief, you know that I know Officer Sayer, and I didn't know we got her until I saw her in April. And she was the SRO at the middle school. All three of my kids went to middle school. And I can tell you that she was single-handedly one of the reasons why my youngest felt safe going to school in 6th grade. Middle school is terrifying no matter what.
Yeah.
And the first day of school, that's the first thing we heard about. And Montana she just establishes street cred, and then she builds relationships with every single kid.
Absolutely.
She knows their names, she loves them, and they adore her. So we are blessed. And Sheriff Gainey can't have her back.
No.
We got her now, so.
Let's say you snooze, you lose. All right. All right, any comments from the audience or questions?
Madam Mayor,
Yes?
I wanted permission to keep them out of trouble. I think it's our 23rd year. We got the Veterans Parade. It's on November the 11th, which is on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in it from the beginning.
Okay.
And I wanted, if there's any way possible, that the High Springs Fire Department and the Police Department could have something in the parade.
I think they had to make that decision, yeah.
Yeah, they, our officers are used for overtime to handle the crowd and be there if there's an emergency that arises. So, I can see if there's any staff left over, but we're pretty much use most of our staff just to handle what's going on with the parade.
All we want is like for the High Springs Police Department to have a vehicle in the parade in there.
What parade are you talking about?
The Veterans Parade in Live Oak, November the 11th.
Oh, I thought they were talking about ours. I think we can look into it, but I don't want to make any promises in a meeting due to our staffing and overtime in our city budget right now. So I need to check availability and the budget and a number of things before I can commit.
Okay. Well, they mighty good, so they need to be there.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'll make a motion that we approve the MOU between the School Board of Alachua County and the City of High Springs for a school resource program.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded that the MOU for the school board for the SROs to be approved. All those in favor respond with aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, next item is number 3. Discuss, consider, and act on the renewal of the mutual aid agreement between Alachua County Sheriff and the City of High Springs.
Good afternoon, Madam Mayor.
Yes.
As when there is a change at the executive letter, we do have a new sheriff. We also have to change the
Yes.
agreement. And so and those ordered. We have a collaborative, really good relationship with the Alachua County Sheriff's and a number of other agencies, including Columbia County Sheriff's Office. And there are a number of times that we assist Alachua County Sheriff's Office in the rural areas because they're limited in their staffing and deputies in this area. And they also assist us in a number of situations that are serious. So we recommend that this agreement go forth and be signed, and we'll send it back to the Alachua County Sheriff's Office.
Very good. Commissioners, any concerns, questions, comments? Okay. Audience? All right, can I have a motion?
Yes, ma'am. Madam Mayor, I recommend we approve the renewal of the mutual aid agreement with the Alachua County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded that the agreement between the Sheriff's Office and High Springs be approved. All those in favor respond with aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Agreement approved. Okay, the next item is discuss, consider, and act on declaring vehicle surplus.
Good afternoon, Madam Mayor, for the last time.
It's been your night,
Hasn't it? So we have had some new vehicles come in, and so we're trying to move forward to push some of the older ones out, including the Crown Vics that are 2004s and 2000 and, well, I might be getting these wrong, 2007s and 2010s, I believe, respectively, including a 2004 motorcycle. So they're well overdue, even though we love the Crown Vics. They're very good cars. So we recommend that they be surplus, and then we'll work with procurement to get those out for money.
Commissioners?
I have one question, please, Madam Mayor. What do we do with the funds? I mean, Crown Vics are pretty good cars.
They are.
So we should be able to get.
I think we're going to get some money.
That's a hope, right? So when you sell that, is the money tied to just vehicles, or can we use it for anything within the police
I
department?
think she can speak, but I think it's going to go back to her general fund.
It is. It's going to, it was used, they were purchased with general fund money, so the money goes back to the general fund.
That's excellent news.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
And on that note, I just want to say we do, we'll put it out on social media eventually, the 2004 motorcycles on there for surplus, the BMW. That was a secondary donation to us from the Alachua Police Department, who the Alachua County Sheriff's Office gave it to them. And so we're replacing that with a new motorcycle that is 100% grant funded from top to bottom that we got. So when we get that out there, it is grant funded 100%, and yes, we do own it.
And that's the one, he said not only was the motorcycle funded, but all the equipment and the
Everything from
uniform
the
and
hooves,
everything.
everything we use and
was
everything,
grant
so.
funded.
Do you write all those grants, Chief?
No, I used to, but but I tried to train someone. Sergeant Taylor has been
Great.
doing a significant job with the grants. And
Yes,
we
That's
have a couple
outstanding.
of grants.
yes, he has.
We have another grant where we the ballistic vests that we jumped on, and that was $20,000, and that's not that is real money saved because vests are replaced every 5 years, and so we were at the curve of having to replace all those vests, which are about $1,200 a piece. So I would have been coming to her during budget time and saying, hey, we got to pay $20,000 in vest replacement. But being a part of the Florida Police Chief Association, and sometimes these conferences, you find this information, and we found this out. Even though we're not a physically string county, small agencies are have that bite at it, and we spread that information to all the police chiefs, and you just got to run and get it. And so that's what we did. And I was so excited that we got that $20,000 because that's a savings to the citizens.
That's outstanding.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Madam Mayor,
question?
if we don't have any other
Let's go to
comments.
the audience.
Yep.
Anybody in the audience? All right, go for it, girl.
I make a motion that we surplus the vehicles listed, the motorcycle and the 3 Crown Vics.
Second.
All right, it has been properly moved and second that these 4 items listed here be surplus. All those in favor respond with aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Thank you
All
much.
right, surplus. All right, we're ready for the attorney's report update. All right, city manager.
Yes, I have a few things. Just want to remind everyone in the Kiwanis Just want to remind everyone of the Kiwanis Club is having the pumpkin decorating contest on Saturday in front of the building department in the green area, starting at 1:30 p.m. Likewise, there is also the car show this weekend.
Car show, yes.
Yeah. Is that the Lions Club? Okay. Hometown Hero Salute presented by High Springs Mercantile and the High Springs Women's Club. There will be raffles, kid activities, and more. Proceeds benefit the High Springs Fire Department for purchase of firefighter turnout gear and High Springs Police Department's purchase of a new police canine. This will be held at the brewery starting at 3 p.m. And kudos go out to Kim Arnold. She got fully certified in urban search and rescue, which requires 200 hours of training, so it's a pretty big deal.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't have no assistant this time. So, Commissioner Grunda?
Hey, what a good meeting, huh? It's all positive. Gee, I know. I'm a little partial to cops and whatnot. I know y'all didn't know that, but oh, what a good meeting. Just makes you feel good. And congratulations to Caesar again. I mean, 10 years, and that dog still looks fantastic. That's a credit to Tony for taking such a good care of him. And yeah, they're gonna miss him out there. So we got to get that other dog soon. Just takes money, right, Chief?
Yes.
No. Thank y'all. And I want to thank city staff again. You guys, you know how I feel about y'all, but y'all do a fantastic job day in and day out, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you for that.
I too wanted to wish Caesar all the best. He's the best boy ever. Best boy. He's done a really good job showcasing canines at the Criminal Justice Open House every year. Bricks did too, but Bricks was a little different show. Caesar he really shows well. Thomas gave me this just before the meeting, our most recent lead and copper results, all excellent, and I really appreciate Thomas getting this to me. This is stuff that we have to do, and the state tells us where we have to sample, and Thomas has been working tirelessly with residents because they have to do the sampling. So it's not just a simple go out and get it. There's a lot of coordinating, and all of the results look great. So this is all good news for us. I wanted to give a shout out to the Chamber for the Fall Festival last week, and I heard it was amazing. I was not here, unfortunately, but when I went and did my little rounds, getting lunch around town, during the week, all of the restaurants said it was an amazing day for them, and the shops apparently had really, really good days. So that's awesome. And the fee schedule that you started with last week, when are we going to be coming back to that? I know we just did certain departments.
So I was going to bring, there's a second half for other departments. We didn't get through all of them.
Okay, so it's just another half.
Yeah, so we're doing the other half the next meeting.
Okay.
And then the following meeting, we're going to have the ordinance for first reading.
Okay.
So and then the first meeting in December, second reading. So it should be adopted if y'all all approve it in December.
So when will we get, I guess after you present the second half, will we get a printout of all of the ones? Because we had it in PowerPoint, but we don't have it in hard copy yet.
Yes, I will give you a
Okay.
copy of everything.
Okay.
And I definitely want your feedback because, as you know, cities have a significant amount of fees, and we've cross-referenced our fees with other cities, but there's so many. If we missed anything, or if we should increase any or take any down or take any out, I want your feedback.
So do other cities around us have the tent fee? There was a fee that we were going to charge for tents.
Mm-hmm.
Is that per tent?
Well, it's not the ones like that are at the fall festival.
Okay.
It's the ones that have to be inspected for fire purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a tent fee just for one that's bigger than 12 by 12.
I need to check the exact dimensions because Bruce isn't here, so
Okay.
it's a fire question. But yes, it's the larger tent. So I'm not sure if it's 12 by 12 or 10 by 10, but I think it's 12 by 12. I think
Okay.
you're right, but I
So
don't
then
want to say
there would be a
100%.
fee for the larger ones and an inspection fee as well, because there are two separate line items.
Yeah, it's just one inspection fee for the tent. So there's just one fee. The tent inspection
There were two different line. I'll
yeah,
wait till
you'll
I
have
see it
to
in hard
meet with me,
copy.
but yeah, there's just one. There's one fee for inspecting a tent. There's not two.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And do we have any feedback from the county in terms of having that joint meeting about the utility district?
We have not had any feedback. We don't have a date, so we'll reach back out to them. Ashley was coordinating it.
Okay.
And I saw one of the commissioners yesterday
Right.
at the delegation meeting, and they said that they were going to get with us to reschedule it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I intended to bring in with me tonight the plaque that was given to us by Habitat. If you remember a while back, we gave some lots to Habitat to put houses on. And in the last week, we had ribbon cutting for 2 of those houses. We had one on Thursday, and then we had the second one the following Monday. They are beautiful houses. The recipients have definitely got to be pleased with those houses. And you won't believe the way that it's set up and the small amount that they have to pay for those houses once they get in them. So if we can look and find some other houses that we can donate to Habitat, I'm going to be looking forward to that. Because if we can, and they can produce additional houses like the one that they have, it would be a glorious thing. But they gave us a plaque at each of those ribbon cuttings, and I put them in the office. I wanted to bring it so you could see it, and I forgot. But with that, again, I say thank you to staff for all that you do, because if you didn't do what you do, we could not do what we do. So thank you. And with that, unless there's something else, no? Then I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to adjourn.